Hello, beautiful people. My name is Kawa. So, I actually have something very interesting planned for today. Alrighty, so, as y'all know, Valentine's Day is coming up. So, me being me, for those of you who didn't know, I was basically sick all week last week. So, what better things do I have to do than to make a PowerPoint based on the types of gamers that you might date if you are looking to date a gamer? And if you're anything like me, the kind of guys that I go for, I've tried the jock, I've tried the not, I don't know, popular boy, whatever other, I've tried the bad boy, okay? I've tried different kind of guys. That sounds weird. I feel like I'm trying on clothes. I've tried dating different kind of guys. And usually I land somewhere with just wanting to date somebody who has similar interests as me. Anyone nerdy, anyone who likes games and stuff like that. But that being said, when you do date these kind of guys, there can be some very interesting experiences to come along with doing that. So I thought it would be fun to talk about the kinds of experiences and stuff that I've had. Also, this video is just for fun. I just got to give that little disclaimer. This video is just for fun. It's based on both my experiences and experiences of other people. So if you get offended, I'm sorry. Anyways, okay, before I get started with this, I just wanted to say that I'm on a podcast, and actually recently we made a Instagram. I didn't include that in this little picture here. I forgot. We stream most Sundays at 3:30 EST and 1:30 PST, although the time is kind of like, it just kind of differentiates. It just kind of depends on like when we can actually get on live. But anyways, we also recently made a YouTube channel. Be sure to check that out. I'll try to leave a link in the description if I can find the channel, because as you know, when you create a new channel for the first time with and has like no subscribers, it's really hard to find. So please be the reason that we are able to find it on YouTube, okay? Anyways, I was initially gonna make this a stream, but I decided to make it a video instead because then I feel like I could, truthfully, my anxiety is just a little, so, I was gonna do this live, but then I decided for the betterment of my own mental health that making a video would probably be better. So anyways, on to the stream/video. So, number one, numero uno, type of dude that you will date when you are exploring the dating life in terms of dating gamer men, okay? The man-child. Okay? When you think of these men, you want to think of these three pictures specifically. Okay, we got Mario. He doesn't touch grass. Okay, he's not touching the grass. He is in fact afraid of the grass. Okay, he doesn't even know what grass is. He doesn't even want to smell it. He doesn't want to touch it. His mustache does not want to get a little flickety tickle from. What am I even saying? Don't be like Mario. Okay, Mario does not like to touch grass. All right. We also got Pete Davidson. I don't know why I have a picture of Pete Davidson. I literally Googled man living in his basement, and this picture came up. So we decided to use picture of Pete Davidson here, okay? He lives in his mom's basement. I think that's what it says. Yeah, I live in my mom's basement, okay? I'm blind. I'm doing this blind because if I were to wear glasses, there'd be a huge two rings on the glare of my lenses, okay? And you guys don't want to be seeing that, okay? I'm going to be looking like Alistair from Hasbin Hotel, all right? We're not trying to do that today. We got Pete Davidson here. He's munching on his pizza, okay? These are the kind of guys who don't know how to wash their hands. Okay, disgusting. That's disgusting shots. Disgusting, okay? You don't want to date somebody who gets their Cheeto hands all over the controller, okay? You can look to the right there. You got Pete Davidson, he's eating his pizza. He put the pizza down, now he's using the controller, all right? He is the kind of guy who will not wash his hands, probably lives in his mom's basement, probably doesn't even pay rent, and also probably has a part-time job or no job at all. But if he does work, he works like, I don't know, like 2-hour shifts a week, okay? He hates work so much that he doesn't even work the legal requirement. You need to work a shift, okay? He doesn't even work the full 3 hours. He just works the 2 and then he dips, okay? This kind of guy, lazy, all right? Exhibit B. These kind of guys are probably the reason that songs like this exist, alright? We got Paris Paloma here on the right, and then we got beautiful J-Lo on the left, alright? As J-Lo says, no more playing video games, round here, okay? Listen to J-Lo. Literally, stop, get off your butt. If you're this kind of guy, if you're a couch potato, okay, get off your butt. Go get employed. Go learn a couple ways to rizz up girls because you probably need it. Go touch some grass, alright? Because, ain't your mama... if you date a girl, she's gonna be blasting this on repeat, okay? If you do not change your habits, alright? We also got here on the right a song I absolutely love, Chef's Kiss. So great. All day, every day, therapist, mother maid, then a virgin, nurse, and a servant. Okay, anyways, Paris Paloma, Labor. Such a good song, okay? Side note, such a good song. If you are this kind of guy, you are the reason that people like this have to write music like this, okay? You're the reason these songs exist, alright? If you're this kind of guy, alright? Moving on. Number 2, okay? Number dos. The Joker, okay? Or jokester, sorry. The jokester. The jokester is the reason that ads like this have to exist, okay? They're the reason that the always ads, you know, the hit like a girl, you know, when they ask you to go fight like a girl, hit like a girl, swing like a girl, yada, yada, yada. They're the reason that we have to have ads like this, alright? They're the reason we have to have movements like this. These kind of guys, do not want to date them, okay? Trust me, I've dated one. It wasn't that great. So, for example, we have amazing, stellar model Bakugo here. Amazing, okay? Because Bakugo is the kind of guy who will go up to your face and be like, gosh darn you damn nerd, why didn't you make me dinner? And then 2 seconds later he'll be like, it was just a joke, babe. Relax. Calm down. It was just a joke. You know? That's the kind of guy he is, alright? This is the kind of guy that I'm talking about. Those are those kind of guys who insult you and then play it off as a joke. These are the guys I'm talking about, alright? You know, we got a perfect meme, prime example here. You know? Okay, nothing is hotter than when a guy can carry you in a video game. When a guy is good at a video game, okay, when he's getting in those headshots left and right, no problem, easy peasy. Okay? But the only thing is, sometimes with guys like that, there's a catch, okay? Sometimes they will be carrying you. They will be helping you get from iron 2 to plat 3, you know? Like they will be carrying you, right? They will be amazing at what they do. The only problem is that they will also be the kind of guys who are super duper toxic, okay? I don't know why my microphone keeps dipping down. Holy cow, my hair is, I think it's because it's sliding on my hair, bro. I'm being a girl is hard. Anyways, what was I saying? Yes. Okay, so you could meet the kind of guy who will carry you. He is great at gaming. Okay, he probably picks up any video game and for some reason he's just naturally great at it. Okay, but the problem is sometimes these guys will also have the catch of being extremely toxic. Okay, he's the kind of guy who will meet a 10-year-old and be like, ha ha ha, I'm better than you. When this kid's literally 10, okay? You don't want to date somebody like that, okay? These are some common phrases that I have heard from guys like this. Both from just meeting them in-game and also guys I've actually gone on dates with, unfortunately. For example, they will say, you aim like a girl, okay? Not that bad because we've heard that phrase here and there, you know, especially back in old media before. I bet you're fat. Let me just say, if you are the kind of person who uses this as an insult, congratulations, you are very great at finding original things to say to women, okay? Because I bet you talk to any woman, no woman in the world has ever actually heard this insult. You know, definitely not. Yeah, so good job. Brownie points for originality, alright? Oh my god. You are why are you so mad? Can't you just take a joke? Okay, they will say things like that. Like I was saying, Mr. Bakugo over here, he will call you a damn nerd, and he will be like, bro, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. Can't you take a joke? You know? Play that card. I'm only toxic because it's funny. Which, funny enough, this phrase, I am not making this up. I heard this. And this brings me to a story time, okay? This guy that I liked all the way back in high school. Okay, we'll call him Jimmy. I don't know. We'll call him, yeah, Jimmy. We'll go with Jimmy. So Jimmy was the kind of guy who, him and his friends would, like, bully me because I liked to, I had a crush on him, okay? Granted, I was a little bit boy crazy, okay? My kind of crushes were, like, the ones from afar. You know, maybe I spoke, like, 2 words to them. Maybe they winked at me. Funny story. This guy actually used to wink at me in history class. Anyways, okay. So, story time. Anyways, so basically, all throughout high school, he just didn't like me back, I guess. He would act like he liked me, and then he'd be like, ew, no, I would never go with you. Basically, kind of like that. But guess who matched with me? After we graduated, okay? 2 years after we graduated, guess who was on my Bumble, and guess who swiped right, okay? We matched. And low point for me because at one point I was kind of like, you know what, he doesn't deserve that. Like, he rejected me in high school, blah, blah, blah. But then also I was kind of like, but, you know, have you ever wanted to just, like, go back and just see if your crush liked you back? You know what I mean? Anyway, so, like, I did it for the plot, okay? We did this for the plot. So I started going out with him. And, long story short, we started playing Valorant online together in between going on dates, okay? During one of these times, I think this was the first time actually. It might have been the first or the second time we played. This is when I got major ick because, let me just say, it's one thing to to meet toxic guys online and then have your boyfriend or significant other or something say nothing. I feel like that's the bare minimum, is to just not engage at all. Do not associate with these people at all. Just kind of, either mute them, get rid of them, report them, whatever, okay? But then we played this one game of Valorant, and there were these most obnoxious dudes in our lobby, okay? Because Valorant, you get a group of 5, alright? There was like 3 obnoxious guys queued up or something in our lobby, alright? They started being obnoxious to me because all I did was speak 2 words or 3 words. I don't know. I just said sewers. Like, I did some basic call out, okay? And then they start chirping at me saying, oh, like, there's a girl, blah, 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 like, that, whatever it is that guys say. Like, I really don't remember the context because it happens so often. But I remembered they were just mocking me, basically. And the guy that I was seeing, Jimmy, okay, instead of defending me, instead of just simply not engaging, he decides to befriend them, okay? He decides to befriend these people. And not only that, he starts joking back with them and starts making these sexist jokes while I am literally in the lobby with him, okay? Tell me what, you know what I mean? Like, who are you trying to impress here on this date? Are you trying to impress the 3 men that are random that you're never going to talk to again? Or are you trying to impress me? You know what I mean? I am glad he exposed himself because then we stopped going out. But at the same time, like, holy, like, how tunnel visioned, how, like, obnoxious and awful of a person you have to be toxic right in front of the girl you're seeing. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyways, they're the kind of guys who will be toxic with guys towards their own partner as opposed to sticking up for them. And I get it, you might get called a simp or whatever, but like, what's worse? Like, having your girlfriend mad at you or being called a simp by some random ass dude you'll never speak to in your life or ever even meet. So anyways, moving on. We got number 3. The Rager, okay? So, with the Rager, the only thing is you don't want to confuse this for the man-child, alright? These two are very similar in terms of mannerisms, but they're very different people, okay? Because the man-child is the kind of guy who will still be living in his mom's basement, probably not employed, okay? He's just flat out lazy. Whereas the Rager will probably have a job, probably be a functioning, decent human in society, you know what I mean? They'll probably have a life. They'll probably be doing things. The only thing is, they're the kind of guys who will get pissy, who will get annoyed and start crying over games that, like, I get it. You know what? I played Mario Galaxy, okay? Let me just tell you, doing those platforms, having to jump across, over black holes and shit, and having to land in the black hole like 500 times, I started crying too. But also, granted, I was 10 years old, alright? I need to compose myself before I explode. Because, okay, I've actually dated somebody. Okay? I have actually dated somebody that I'm using for the example of this, alright? And let me just say, when you have to watch a teenage boy rage and cry over a video game, it isn't even that deep, to be honest. Like, I get it can be frustrating. But I will say, I will understand. Let's say you're doing this level over and over again. You just want to beat the final boss. You cannot get past it. I will get frustrated too. But let's say you're playing one game, you lose once, and suddenly you're throwing a hissy fit and you're throwing a tantrum. Like, okay, calm down, buddy. Anyway, so as you can see here, I got XQC. He's, caught in 4K mid-raging right now on his stream, okay? This is a prime example of, they'll be smacking the keyboard, they'll be chucking the monitor, I don't know, they'll be raging, alright? XQC's probably not that bad of a dude, but, like, the whole motion of throwing your console, okay, that's basically what I'm talking about, alright? Anyways, prime example on the top right, we got this guy, alright? He has to play Fortnite. He is so obsessed with Fortnite that he is pushing his girlfriend away. She just wants to cuddle, alright? And he's like, nah, babe, I gotta go play Fortnite. I gotta go beat these 10-year-olds, alright? Like, I gotta go shit on some 10-year-olds and feel better about myself because I honestly just hate myself. I am doing a deep psychological torment on these individuals. Maybe I'm fine with that. Story time, because like I said, I'm basing this whole entire thing on an actual person. This guy that I dated in high school, okay, me and him were playing Smash Brothers, alright? He just got the game. He just got Ultimate. And we were playing, or he was playing at first, and I was like, oh, let me play, because I want to play with you, blah, blah, blah. So we start playing together, alright? Usually he would beat me, just because he played the game way more than I did. I grew up on Melee, and if you know anything about Melee, it's a whole lot different than Ultimate. I was not used to the little tiny controls of the Switch. Anyways, okay, I'm getting off topic. What happened was, we were gaming, alright? He usually beats me. The one time that I beat him, he got so paved for no reason, alright? I beat him, and usually when he beats me, he'll be like, ah, ha, ha, like, how does it feel to lose? So I did the same thing. Did I know that was gonna result in him crying and throwing a fit? No. Okay. I was just trying to, friendly competition. You know what I mean? You mock each other when you're like, haha, like I beat you. Anyways, so what happened was, I beat him, and he got all silent and pissy, and I was kind of like, hey babe, like, you okay? I was just consoling him, trying to make sure he was okay. He starts crying, okay? He starts crying. So I'm like, okay, what do I do here? And so he was like kind of huddled into like this little ball, so I tried to like hug him while he's in like his ball mode, okay? He pushes me off, alright? He flat out pushes me off him, and he's like, go away. And I was like, okay, you know what I mean? That you don't want to be with somebody like that. You don't want to get with somebody who's going to be a little bit physically violent with you just because he lost at a game, okay? You don't really want to be with anyone who's physically violent, period. So, I would say this was a red flag in terms of when I dated this guy. Moving on, we got the gamer girl simp. And I put, like, in quote-unquote gamer girl, highlight on emphasis that they will use the term gamer girl when referring to you. And I kid you not, this is literally what this is, okay? When you think of these kind of guys, you think of Mineta, okay? If you've watched My Hero Academia, you will know exactly who I'm talking about. Mineta is the kind of little pervert who will probably throw something at your boob just to see it bounce. You know what I mean? True story, I know somebody who actually did that with balloons. I I feel like I should get more context for these stories, but I don't know. I'll just leave it up to the comment section for you guys to make theories on it. Anyways, I also have pictures of the quote unquote, like when guys will think of gamer girls or whatever, this is probably what they think of, okay? Mineta's the kind of guy who will be like, I need a gamer girlfriend, okay? And he'll think of these kind of girls as the gamer girlfriend, okay? He won't picture an actual girl who plays video games. He will picture the stereotype gamer girl, okay? And, just to reiterate the kind of behavior that the simp will kind of exhibit, I found this TikTok, okay? I love this dude. I love his videos. He portrays the very essence of a simp dude type behavior, okay? I'll just play the video so you guys can understand what I'm talking about.
Excuse me? I'm not sure if you remember me, but I'm in your comp sci class. Yeah, I'm really sorry for being mean to you the other day. The truth is, I kind of have a little crush on you. and to make it up to you, I want you to be the mod of my Discord group. Your title will be the Queen, aka my girlfriend, and you'll... Wait, what do you mean, no thanks? You'll get a sticker pack and everything. It'll be a... Huh? What do you mean you have a boyfriend?
So that's those kind of guys. They are the kind of guys who will probably, you can see here in the first common phrase, can I call you my queen? He will want to call you something along with my queen or my gamer girl or my princess or whatever it is, whatever may float his boat, Other common phrases that this kind of guy might say is, I can't believe I'm dating a gamer girl. And let me just say, this is actually based on a true story. Like, there was this one guy, I remembered, there was this one guy that I went out with on a date while I was in like grade 10 or something. I think it was grade 10. We went on one singular date, okay? And I remember during that date, he decides to say, I can't believe a gamer girl said yes to going out with me. I'm sorry, huh? Okay, if your first initial reaction to going out with somebody is, oh my god, I'm dating a gamer girl, and that's all you see, you don't even see beyond the person, you just see, it's kind of like, when like somebody, like, how celebrities will have like the whole, oh, are they just dating me or are they dating me because I'm famous? That's what it feels like, okay? I'm not saying I'm famous, but it is the same kind of feeling, like, especially back in the day when gaming was more of a thing for like boys and stuff, and it was just kind of like more of a common occurrence to go see like men playing video games. Let me just say, if you were a girl gaming, you stick out a lot more, okay? So it does kind of feel like you're getting a little bit people get a little starstruck, like, oh my god, you're a girl, like, you know what I mean? Oh. Anyways, if you're the kind of guy who will only date me just because I play video games, that's just really freaking weird. You know what I mean? I know I said in the beginning that I try to go for guys who are more into gaming and like anime and stuff, but like also it's not the end of the world if they don't. I just have more commonalities with people like this, and I don't like, I think there's a difference between being, oh my god, I'm dating a gamer, versus being, oh, he's a gamer, all right, like, we can get along. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of a difference. Anyways, this last one is a bit interesting because it is also based on a true story. Can I send my friends a picture of you so they believe you're real? I will say, some guys probably do have friends that believe that they cannot get a girlfriend or something, or those like groups of guys that you meet when like all three or all four of them or all however many of them, they're all just like chronically online, and you can tell they're chronically online because they just never interacted with like girls like ever. You can tell when a friend group is like that, okay? If he has to send a picture to his friends to prove that he has a girlfriend, there's probably a good reason for that. That's what I'm trying to get at, is if, at least in my experience, if a guy says anything along the lines of that to me, I am running the F out, because to me, that is just a red flag. Okay, it's a red flag. Like, there's probably a reason that his friends think that he's single or is gonna be single forever, and you usually find out those reasons later along in the relationship. Anytime that's the situation, also I just feel weird, you know what I mean? If you're like, hey, can I, like, send a picture of you to my friends? Like, and it's not even for the reason, like, oh my god, I have a girlfriend, like, she's so pretty, like, whatever. It's to prove that you're real. I feel like that's a very weird reason. I don't know. Anyways, okay, these are real prime examples of actual texts I have received in the DMs, okay? These are the ones these are the ones I basically didn't respond to. But also at the same time, just letting you know in advance, if you spam me the same sentence over and over again, or the same, like, phrase, like the same hello over and over again, there's no way in heck you're gonna catch my attention, okay? There's no way in heck you're gonna catch any girl's attention with that, alright? You don't want to be desperate. So anyways, this first one says, I saw you were a gamer and I was wondering if you'd like to game sometime. Granted, this one is not that bad. It could be passed off as pretty innocent. Maybe they're trying to make friends. Like, that's kind of what I perceived. I was like, alright, cool, like, we're both gamers, But I wanted to include that because it emphasizes the whole, oh, you're a gamer. Not even the fact that maybe I'm a nice person, or maybe I don't know, like, I'm generous, or whatever good qualities that you might have in a person. If being a gamer is one of your core values in terms of what you want in a relationship, then maybe you might need to reevaluate the kinds of things you want in life. Just saying. This next one kind of flattered me a bit because, okay, I'ma just slide in and shoot my shot. You kind of look like Bella Porch. No, yep. You're cute as fuck. You want to play Fortnite? I wish I wasn't kidding when this actually happened. To be fair, I will say thank you for thinking I look like Bella Porch, because I really don't see it. I know we're both Filipino, but, like, other than that, like, I don't really see it that much, because first of all, I have bangs. That's another thing. Like, I don't know, we have very different hairstyles. This last one is, these two screenshots are actually from the same person, funny enough. And okay, let me just say, if the first thing you say to me, what does it even say? How was your day? I love you. You sexy. If that's the first 3 things you say to me after I just say hello back, then that's a very big major red flag. Let me just say. Also, all the highs afterwards. I'm sorry, my guy. It's giving simp behavior. Alright, this actually brings me to a story time, okay? Because you know how I was saying a bit earlier that some guys will have, like, a nickname for you, like, oh, my beautiful princess, or my gamer girl, or whatever, okay? This is about the time that same dude in high school who actually pushed me off of him. He, for some reason, in his contacts, my name was My Princess Leia. First of all, I don't even look like Princess Leia. Second of all, that's a very weird thing to name your girlfriend in your context. Third of all, it felt like half the time when he was texting me, like, are you just, like, texting Princess Leia, or are you actually texting me, okay? Same situation happened with this other guy who kept calling me Wednesday Addams, okay? Like, I don't know where I find these guys, but let's just say my dating life is a little chaotic. So yeah, I feel like it's a little weird to kind of, like, if I were to like, that's like me saying, like, my Ryan Gosling or something. Imagine if I changed my, like if I have a boyfriend, I just change their name to My Ryan Gosling. Like, that's just weird. I don't know. That's just weird. It feels like you're dating that celebrity. You're not dating your actual partner. You know what I mean? Okay, these are actual messages. I don't feel bad talking about it because he was a complete jerkwad to me after we broke up, okay? And not even just like in an ex-boyfriend jerkwad kind of way. Like, he was an awful person. So, we're going to be exposing a little bit. I couldn't find a message where he called me My Princess Leia, but I found I think he meant to say you were fabulous Princess Leia or something, because I don't know what happened, maybe autocorrect, but oh my god. I remember he used to call me Princess Leia. That's so weird. Anyways, yeah, these are real actual examples. Also, you know how, like, earlier I mentioned, I was like, they're the kind of people who will call you a female human being? He literally refers to me as a female. He did that a lot, actually, thinking about it now. Alright, number 5. We have the chronic Redditor, alright? And I would say these ones, okay, these guys, out of all the people, they're probably not the worst kind to date. Okay, the only thing is, I will say, like, when you think of these kind of guys, You think of the emotes on Twitch, okay? Like you don't even think of their face. You think of the emotes on Twitch because that's basically all they know how to communicate in. It's just memes. Okay, this is what I have. They know how to communicate in memes, okay? That's how you get through to them. That's the only thing I will say is the downside to dating a guy like this is that he will only talk to you through memes, through chronic online type of behavior. You know, they'll be like, "Do you know this video or do you know this song or do you remember in 2008 when this guy on YouTube posted this video of a bird dying from a worm or something?" You know what I mean? It'll just be something completely obscure that you might not even know about. And let me just say, unless you are also chronically online, dating these kind of guys are very hard to date, okay? Because you will not know how to communicate. Like I was saying, they only communicate through emotes, all right? I say the chronic online Redditor because they'll also kind of, that's like their main form of social media is Reddit. And nothing wrong with Reddit. I do find some funny stories on Reddit, okay? But if that's your main social media, I don't know. For me, I just usually, okay, see, it's never usually the action that is the ick. It's more so just the kind of personality that goes along with the action that gives the ick. You know what I mean? So when I talk about these things, keep in mind I'm thinking of an accumulative vibe to the person more so than just the action. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with being on Reddit. There's nothing wrong with using memes, but it gets to these kind of guys get to the point where they will say PogChamp unironically. Okay, they will say PogChamp unironically. And let me just say, before we move on to the next one, I love chronically online people, okay? Because they will usually have the funniest fucking shit to talk about, okay? They will have the funniest stories. They'll be like, "Oh, remember when Jake Paul fucking blew up an airplane on his brother's porch?" Like, I don't know. Like, it'll just be some random ass story, okay? I love chronically online people too because, you know, most of my, some of my closest online friends are basically chronically online. And let me just say, if they weren't chronically online, I would have never met them. So, shout out to y'all. I was also basically chronically online for a year. Like, I know what it's like to be chronically online for, like, a long, extended period of time. And let me just say, like, when you spend all those hours doing that, it's kind of great, you know? It's kind of great. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just, like, get up, wear your pajamas, be on the computer all day, and you're basically entertained all day. You know what I mean? You got YouTube, you got Reddit, you got gaming, you got Netflix, you know? There's so many things now. But then also, at the same time, I feel like with that, you need to have a little bit of balance. You need to be able to touch grass. And also, I have met some chronically online people that are very much still a normal functioning human being. You know what I mean? Like, they still know how to formulate sentences. They know how to actually talk to women because they know they're actual human beings. You know what I mean? They don't just see them as like, "Oh my god, females." They see them as actual people, which I feel like that is just the bare minimum. But when I'm talking about these things, I'm talking about the big extremes. I feel like when I make these videos, I have so much to edit because my brain just runs at like 400 frames per second, and I don't know if that's just, you know, I don't know what's going on there with that, but future Kawa, when you're editing this, good luck. Anyways, point of this slide, okay, here is I admire people who are chronically online too because you guys all like have this special connection where you guys like know like you could just say like, "Remember this video when this happened," and you guys will know exactly what you're talking about. Whereas sometimes when I'm in the conversation, I'll be like, I have no idea what that is, boy. Like, I don't know. So please educate me. Would appreciate it. Anyways, moving on. Number 6. We got 3 more to go. We got the competitor. All right, this kind of guy. This kind of guy, when you date him, he's usually probably an esports player. He's usually a very high rank in video games. So you got the Immortal here for Valorant. Although they are very good at what they do, they only see gaming and basically everything in life as a competition. These are the kind of people who you could be drinking a water bottle and they'll be like, "Haha, I can drink it faster than you, haha," and then like, you know, they'll just kind of start chugging away. Like, I don't know where I get these examples from. So yeah, with these kind of guys, the only problem is that they will game, but they probably won't game with you. Because they're probably very busy gaming with the boys, gaming with their teammates to get better at a certain game. Most of their hours are being put into this game, okay? They probably will not pay attention to you. And let me just say, there are esports players and there are gamers who game hardcore who will still make time for their partners. I'm talking about the kind of guys who will not. Okay? See, as you can see here in the top picture, she's pissed off because she just wants to play Fortnite with him, but he's too busy on Reddit. I don't know. He's too busy Googling how to get better at Valorant, alright? Same thing in the bottom right. You know, she just wants to play some Mario Kart with him, but then he's like, nah, I gotta get better for the esports Mario Kart competition, if that's even a thing. And like, so they're obsessed with winning, basically. They're obsessed with being better. With that being said, they don't know how to play for fun. You know, usually they'll say the phrase, what's playing for fun? You know, true story. I actually dated this guy, couple years ago. We were playing Smash Bros, I'm pretty sure, and then I said to him that, I was like, oh, like, you know, he asked, he was like, oh, are you sure you like, don't mind playing with me? Like, I always beat you. And I was kind of like, you know, I don't really mind, because I'm having fun, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like it was, like, complete hard losses. Like, obviously, if he was owning the hell out of me, then probably it wouldn't be as fun, but, well, you know, the games were still pretty close, from what I remember. So I just remember saying that, like, yeah, no, like, I just like playing for fun. And he was just like, how do you play for fun? And in that moment, I was like, do people not play for fun? And then that's when I realized that some people just genuinely don't know how to play for fun. They just play for the competition only. So when you date somebody like that, it can be a little hard to find some common things to have fun with, because then they'll just turn everything into a competition, and then it's just kind of not fun for anybody, right? All right, moving on. We got number 7, the gamer jock, all right? Now, this is the kind of guy who isn't exactly just a gamer, isn't exactly just a hockey bro. Kind of combine both, okay? Kind of combine both into one, because he's probably super busy with sports, all right? He's probably busy getting better at hockey or football or whatever it is that he plays. So the thing is, the only time he will have, or the only time when he will have time for video games is if he's playing video games about sports, all right? He's the kind of guy who will probably only be playing NBA, probably only be playing NHL, and those are the only games in his vocabulary, okay? He doesn't even know what Fortnite is. He probably doesn't even know what Mario Kart is. Probably doesn't even know what Sims is, you know? Like, all he knows is the sports games, okay? And when you say, what's your favorite video game, and they say NHL, whatever, like, whatever the game is, this is probably the kind of guy you're thinking of, alright? Also, in the middle here, I got Pooh. He's looking at a piece of paper, but let's just pretend that's you when you're looking at his story, because half the time this guy posts, he only posts memes, okay? He never posts anything about his life. All he does is upload and repost memes, okay? And when he does post something, okay? You know those memes, you know those, like, posts when, like, girls will be like, oh, like, my boyfriend hasn't been active in 8 years, and the one time he does post a story, it's of a fucking cheeseburger. That's who you're thinking of, okay? That's the kind of guy that you, if you were to date this kind of guy, that is who she's talking about, alright? So we got Pooh here. He's very confused because half the time the quality of these memes or these pictures are not that great, okay? The kind of video quality is probably from Vine. I don't know, it's probably from old YouTube, like an old video from like 2005, and that's just being re-uploaded so many times that the quality just like... But anyways, yeah, so on the right here, we got a picture of a cat. Like, that's a prime example of what their post might look like. It'll generally just kind of be a random-ass thing. In fact, it might even have the video game in the background. It could just be a cheeseburger, okay? It might just be like he just ordered Burger King, okay? And then the video game's in the background. That's probably what he'll post, okay? That's probably what you'll see on his feed. Will he ever post about you? Probably not. Will he post about a cheeseburger and the NHL game? Yes, he will. So anyways, if you're one of these guys who only post memes, let me just say, check your quality, because Pooh is judging you, alright? Pooh is completely judging you. He will look at your memes and be like, hey. See, he has to put on glasses because he literally cannot tell what he's watching, okay? Anyways, finally, we move on to my favorite one, okay? Okay. You know it. We got the golden retriever or the nerdy boyfriend. Okay, these are the kind of guys. Okay, these are the jackpot types of gamer men. Okay, these are like, when you meet these guys, you have struck gold, okay? Because even if you're not into dating gamers, even if you just want to meet a sweet guy, these kind of guys will treat you right, okay? He's the kind of guy who will buy you Lego flowers because he wants to build them with you, okay? You don't even have to ask. He will just buy it because he also wants it too. You know what I mean? He is both sweet, and he is both charismatic, and he is also sometimes, you know, usually pretty cute. So when you think of these kinds of men, you think golden retriever gamer boy types, okay? You either think of the gamer golden retriever gamer types, or you think of, I have a super Carlin brother up there, because I don't know, for some reason they just tend to look like that. I have no clue what it is, but like the kind of guys who look like that for some reason always treat you like you're a 10 out of 10. Like, he will be the best boyfriend ever to you, all right? He will buy you flowers, he will treat you right, he will take you out out on dates, okay? He will buy you a whole ass PC just so y'all can sit together and play Minecraft together, okay? He will put his Minecraft bed next to yours and you don't even have to ask, alright? He's the kind of guy who will look out for you, okay? So yeah, also we got a picture of Tamaki here because he basically embodies the kind of behaviors of a golden retriever. Okay, same thing here with Mr. Peanut Butter. He's an actual golden retriever. So if you meet anybody and they have the personality of Mr. Peanut Butter here or Mr. Tamaki, just know you struck gold, okay? That's the kind of guys you want to be dating. Anyways, this concludes my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Mario's excited. He's saying yippee. So, I think you two should also say yippee. And also, I just wanted to say, happy love hunting, gamers. I hope you guys find a Valentine's Day this year. And if you don't, then honestly, you know, enjoy your life being single because it's probably going to last a while. Anyways, if you guys have enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and comment below what you want to see next. This has been Kawaii, and I'm gonna yeet out. Bye-bye.